let's strap in then and get straight into Tool, Pushit, Salival live.
We've been trying something a little different this tour. We've been looking at one of our songs from a different angle, under a different light, so we can hopefully kind of see it almost for the first time. We'd like to try that for you tonight. Is that okay? We're gonna need your help, though. We need your help and your permission. So we need you to find a comfortable space that's not only comfortable, but vulnerable. I want you to shut your eyes and go there, and we'll meet you on the other side.
Whew, I've just had a very friendly message from Brad in the chat saying don't forget to pause down because I forgot I was alive. So yeah, I was just going to play that whole thing through there. Oh wow. So before we got into this, we just listened to Push It, like the album version, and it's from going from one to the other is so interesting because the intro and build to this feels like the sort of middle eight section of the studio track, you know, where it breaks down, goes mellow. We have these sort of singing percussion, these sort of boop boop kind of drums, and it's like got the phaser bass, and it's very spacious and trippy. Whereas in the studio version, the intro, there's like a swarm of flies. It feels like you're being engulfed. It feels like you're being taken over. It's uncomfortable. It's sort of devilish and slightly evil feeling, you know. And when it gets to this section in the studio version, it's kind of a release and a relief. And it's interesting that they've chosen to kind of begin this live version with that release, and maybe they're seeing it as a sort of more of a canon of a constant kind of building, rather than starting out in that way, like just totally rearranging the structure of it and the feeling of it. I'm really intrigued to see where we're going. We're 4.5 minutes in, and I'm feeling somewhat hypnotized. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like I'm in the desert at night, sat round a fire, and somebody is singing, and there's some percussion going on. You know what I mean? And I'm just seeing the embers floating up into the night sky. It's got that kind of a feeling to it, hasn't it? Like I could be in Morocco right now or something. You know what I mean? Like it's that's the kind of atmosphere I'm getting when I close my eyes. That's where I'm getting lost. So let's see where we're taken to. These are tablas, aren't they? Indian percussion. Beautiful, beautiful instruments. And is Danny playing these? It must be, right? Like, amazing, amazing playing. This is so different to the original. It's really caught me off, and I like how there was an insinuation towards the riff at one point, and it's like, oh, there it is. There it is. There's the main riff, but it's just being teased at, but it's being played slightly off kilter, you know what I mean, and quite low in the mix, and it's not the focal point. It's just there in the background, just out of sight, you know what I mean, just lurking in the shadows. The main riff is coming for you, you know what I mean, it's coming out of the darkness. It's all, you're around this campfire, the music's playing, but in the darkness is this filthy riff waiting to hunt you down and get inside your ears, you know what I mean. I feel that's what's coming, and I feel like we are going to get pounced on at any moment by a big filthy tool drop. I can sense it, you know what I mean. It's coming. Now, Andrew Kerr in the chat is driving across the desert in, am I right? Are you just like in middle of nowhere in Australia, and you can see millions of stars. When I saw the turn off, it's crazy. When there is no moon out, it feels like you can touch the Milky Way. That is incredible. And what better music to be listening to than this in an environment like that? That's amazing. This is another song, you know what I mean? It's a total rearrangement. It's an entirely, it's they weren't joking when they were saying like looking through another lens. They said at the beginning, didn't they? I think that's what they said. But like it's such a different feel. It's such a different journey, and it's so grand and epic. I love what T-Dub says here. I live in the mountains of Northern California, Mount Shasta. I listen to Tool every night under the stars. It's the best way to decompress from all the nonsense in the world. Right on, man. And like, that just makes me think though, like the best way to classify this song, this is mountain music. This is under the stars, up in the mountains, like just mind blowing. And Brad says the groove and vibe this version has to it on Mushrooms is amazing. And yeah, mountain mushroom music under the stars. Big time. It's epic. You know, it's so kind of spacious. I can't even describe it. It's all the flavors and textures it has to it. With the tabla percussion, these kind of Middle Eastern influences, and this kind of big open ambience to the whole thing, and Danny's percussion and drum performance is just out of this world. But it's world music, you know. It's really, really big, and it's exciting, and it's experimental, and it's just grooving. What? Oh gosh. I'm all right, we're in the zone now. We are locked in. That was an epic rearrangement of Pushit. I'm so glad I listened to them in order of studio version, then this version, Salival live. I think, yeah, it would have been crazy for me to have heard it the other way around. This was perfect. And honestly, it felt like a kind of expansion to the original. It's like, it's like taking ideas that were in the studio version and just like really expanding on certain elements of them that they thought were particularly special and had a unique sound, and just kind of building that up. It's not something you hear bands do very much at all, certainly not like this. And I think that it says a lot about Tool and how they kind of think and the sort of journey they're on, and their how little fucks they give about like anybody trying to control their sound in any way. Because like surely any record label is probably going to tell them not to do that. It's like, right, it's the studio version, that's the version. You know, maybe mess with it a tiny bit, but don't do a full rearrangement of it. Like, I'm so glad they did. I'm so glad they have that freedom and do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the best thing. That it just had just an epic feeling to it. Oh, wow. That was Tool, Push It, Salival live. Amazing.